All right, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the CHB Podcast. Today, I am joined with the number one Oklahoma City Thunder fan in the world, William Burton. How are we going, mate? How you going?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Yeah, I think we'll get started with the obvious one. OKC, mate. How,
Mm.
how are you guys doing this season? You expected this to
Uh,
happen, or
well, obviously expected this to happen. This was the plan all along to
be
tank
terrible?
and use our 836 draft picks to be 2027 champions. So
You're
that's
drafting a
that's
bunch
all
of
going to plan.
15-year-olds.
Yeah, I've been vividly watching ninth grade basketball to see our future prospects.
I don't understand how, as a Thunder fan, like I know you ride and die with your basketball team, but how do you watch
Yeah,
the games? Like how do you watch the games knowing that 13 of these 15 players are not going to be on the team next year? Like half of them
yeah.
will
I
be
got
kicked out, half of them are just there. I don't know how many of them are even going to come back, do you reckon? Like,
Well, I mean, last year we were actually playing pretty well. We got to the around the All-Star break this time last year, and we were actually only 5 games under 500. We were, fighting for a play-in spot. We had Horford. SGA was playing better than he is now this season, frankly, and we were actually going well. And then they decided to pull the plug on Horford and sit SGA for the rest of the season. And then it was basically just
hmm.
the tank was on from there. I think we lost an insane number of games in a row. It was like 20 or
I
something.
remember you went on like a 14 game losing streak or something like that, and you won one and then went on like another. Like
Yeah,
it is crazy to see, but like when I'm thinking of your roster, when I think of guys who are going to be there next year, I'm thinking of SGA, Giddy, Dort, Baisley. I think Trey Mann will be back, but players like
yeah.
players like Ty Jerome, like players like that, you wouldn't think they're gonna be back, right?
I don't know. Not from a season to season basis. I feel
Yeah.
like a fair few of them will be
You'll
back
have
next year.
definitely a completely new roster next year. Like I think 7 players will stay,
But
8 will
the
go.
only I don't think it's more next year as looking at it over the next few years who's actually like the core of our
Yeah.
future, like who we're definitely going to keep, and that would be SGA, Dort, Giddy. I think Robinson Earl's going to be a pretty solid player.
Oh,
Nothing's
true.
going
I
to,
forgot about him. How
but
many
he's
picks
going
do
to
you
be all
have
right.
this
What'd
year?
you
How
say?
many picks?
Oh, we've got three. We've got our pick, obviously. We've got the Clippers pick, and they keep fucking winning, which is so annoying. Um, and we got somebody else. I can't remember, but it's going to be a late. Oh yeah, Phoenix. We've got a late first round
Yeah.
pick. So
Well, the Clippers look like they're about to like tank every second, and then you hear reports that like they're still contending for a play in, and that there's rumors they're going to sit out Paul George, but they're still going to contend for a play in. They're still
yeah,
trying to get John Wall. I don't know what if I was the Clippers, I'd just say screw it on this season, tank it out a little bit, and I think they need to refresh a little bit next season. But like, yeah, that should be an all right pick. Phoenix's pick won't. That will.
yeah. No, that would be like 29
Yeah,
or 30. I'm not counting on anything with that pick,
yeah.
obviously, but
You're
just
hoping this
hoping that.
pick is top five, and you got to get a center. Like, has to be right.
Oh,
Has to be a
our
center.
pick, yeah. I don't think it has to be a center, but I don't think it would be another guard. I think we're
Yeah,
still in a position where we would draft for talent over need because we don't have that many areas settled for our future. But ideally, a big man or a wing or something would be better than a guard because we've got SGA, because we've got Giddy, and to a lesser extent, Dort.
You'd also like to sign a bench in free agency, right? Like your bench is, I mean, realistically, if OKC had a bench, they could actually be a solid
We
team in
if
the league.
we wanted to be a good team, we could go out and sign more players. All of this losing is by design.
Mm,
That's the thing about it. It's not like it's the Sacramento Kings where we're trying to compete and it's just
I
incompetency.
feel so
It's
bad for Kings fans, bro. They are,
it is by design.
man, they have gone through it. Bro, and I know this one Kings fan, and he talks so much shit. Like, my guy, You gotta learn to
Yeah.
stay quiet. It's like, you know, those new TikToks where you see when the redhead or something starts getting too loud. Like when the King
Yeah,
fan's
it's not
getting too
getting
loud
too
over
loud.
there. Oh,
Oh, I
they're in a
couldn't
mess
imagine
though.
going to Sacramento.
Wasn't it in like a
Yeah.
press conference? De'Aaron Fox legitimately said, "I wouldn't be surprised if I got traded." Like, come on now.
If I was De'Aaron Fox, I'd want to get traded. Fucking
You
staying in
can't.
Sacramento.
It's pretty
That's
crazy
just,
to be the star guy and like, you
yeah.
know, there's a chance you're getting traded.
Well, yeah, obviously.
It's
He's not
pretty
really a
ridiculous.
number one. No.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think he's a number. Well, I mean, he was touted out to be such like I think like a dude that could be a top 5 point guard one day, but other guards have surpassed him now, like LaMelo Ball, Darius Garland, SGA even. They're all above what
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox is now. And like,
Yeah.
if someone wants to like disagree with LaMelo Ball or even Garland, mate, just watch a game when they play De'Aaron Fox, and there's
They've
clearly
definitely been better this season.
yeah. Fox just his playmaking abilities a little bit. It can be often questionable. Like, I mean, he's got so many shooters around him. You'd like to see his playmaking go a little bit more. But again, OKC, I don't know what you guys are going to do, but if you could land with, I forgot, is it Chet Holmgren? Is that his name?
Holmgren, yeah.
If you can
Holmgren.
land with him, I think he's the ideal. I mean, the versatility with having Baisley at the 4, who I think will step up next year. I think he could have a Miles Bridges type season next year. And Holmgren at the 5, the athleticness of those players would be pretty ridiculous. The interior defense wouldn't be great, but like, man, I reckon that'd be fun basketball to watch. You know what I mean? So
yeah. There's a lot of people that have been into the draft more than I have that have been talking about Jabari Smith as far as we're
the forward
concerned in the draft, who's also a big man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know too much about him, but he sounds all right. So it seems like there's a lot of quality front court players that we could go after if we got that top 5 pick like we did last year.
That was stiff. But at least you got Giddy, right? Like, Giddy, I think, shocked a lot of people, but it didn't shock us Aussies. I mean, we knew how good the kid was.